audio. Yes, hello. Everyone say a nice big hello. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Welcome, greetings. It is night 2 here on the Extreme Improv Xstreamed Team Championships 2022. And we have a fantastic lineup for our second quarter-final round match, and this is going to be the Exploding Fish against the Werewolves. The Exploding Fish against the Werewolves. So audience, throughout the show, we're going to need lots of suggestions, lots of comments. We're going to need lots of votes, because at the end of tonight we're going to have the second team going through into the semi-final round. Now, last night we had the Flames defeating the Cuddly Koalas to go through into the semi-final, and tonight they will either be joined by Exploding Fish or the Werewolves. So with this, let's meet all of the performers that we have competing tonight. But before we do, let me take a moment just to say, audience, if you would be so kind as to smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/Extreme Improv. If you could smash the subscribe button, if you could share the show, the more people that can watch this, the more people that can vote and give suggestions, the better this will be. But with this, let us change what we're looking for in the suggestion box, which you will see at the bottom of your screen. Could we get some suggestions of random words? Random words. And whilst these are coming in, let's start off by meeting the Exploding Fish. So, on the Exploding Fish tonight, we have Brian. Say hello to the people.
Hello, and ahoy to anyone who's currently at sea.
Okay, and speaking of people that I see Dave Green here. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people. Yes, I'm an Exploding Fish member, and just wanted to let you guys know, last time we did these team championships, I was a member of the Vampire Penguins, and we did have our own little catchphrase. So I think as an Exploding team, we need to get a catchphrase going. So I'm going to suggest, boom! Simple as that.
Okay.
How's about boom ahoy?
Boom ahoy.
Boom ahoy. I like it. Okay, so... with that, speaking of people we want to say ahoy to, we are going to say ahoy to Emily. Say hello to the people.
Ahoy, my name's Emily, and I'm exploding with excitement. So looking forward to this.
Okay, but no one is looking forward to this as much as Chris. Say hello to the people.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris, and yeah, looking forward to this tonight as well. So...
Fantastic. So they are our Exploding Fish: Brian, Dave, Emily, and Chris. Now we need to see their opponents, the Werewolves. Representing the Werewolves, we have DB Frick. Say hello to the people.
Hey guys, I thought this was the Goldberg buckets, but...
It is. It's just, we're multitasking here.
Fantastic.
Okay, well, muzzle toff. And speaking of congratulations, we need to give some congratulations to Tim. Say hello. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thanks. I'm really excited. I actually just changed diets to being a pescatarian for the bomb squad, so Exploding Fish is going to be no problem.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of people who are a real problem, we have Corey Burch here. Now, Corey is a member of the Geek Squadron who will be competing tomorrow, but sometimes we need a last-minute substitution, and I can't think of anyone who fits the idea of substitution more than Corey.
That's what my wife tells me as well, David. Thank you so much. And today, I am no pencil neck geek. I am a Canadian werewolf in London. Jolly old London, mate. And you can say more of that accent if you keep me going.
Okay, and speaking of people who are in London, I have no idea where you are. Oliver, say hello to the people.
Hello guys, good evening from Barcelona. We've got about 15 degrees here, not to make anyone jealous, and don't be afraid of make me push my Spanish accent, because I could go a lot farther than this.
Wow, exciting. So yes, we have players from all over the world, and we are going to get on with our first opening round. Let's have a quick check of the comments. We've got lots of suggestions coming through. Jimmy Mack says, team catchphrases are boom ahoy and a woo muzzle toff. Excellent. So we'll work on those. But regardless, We have here, hello my lovelies, says Jane, and we're going to use the word gasoline as suggested by Nina to start off our opening game. Our opening game is going to be a round of verbatim. Now, the way this works is we are going to have one of our performers perform a 30-second dramatic monologue on the theme of gasoline. Then we're going to ask a performer from the other team to attempt to recreate the monologue as precisely as they can. So, with this, let's roll the dice to see who will be starting things off for us. And I can see that it is going to be Dave representing the exploding fish. So, Dave, you'll have 30 seconds on the theme of gasoline to create a dramatic monologue, and here you go.
Oh, damn it, the car won't start. I've obviously run out of gasoline. Right, let's get out of here. Right, run down to the gasoline station. Hello, gasoline station man, I need some gasoline. Can you fill up my thing here? Yes, indeed. I know, it's just like old times, isn't it? Oh, run all the way back, Okay, put the spout in. Okay, all right. And how we start the car, here we go.
And that is time. That is time. Thank you very much there, Dave. So now we are going to ask an exploding fish, not an exploding fish, sorry, a werewolf to attempt to recreate you. And starting us off here, we are going to have Oliver. Oliver, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Dave's original performance as precisely as you can. And here you go.
I'm out of gasoline. I'm going to the gasoline station. Hello, gasoline station. I'm out of gasoline. Can you fill up my thing? Yeah, that's like the old times. Yeah. Okay, thank you, gasoline station.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done, well done. So now we are going to come back to one of the exploding fish. And this time, let's see who we are going to have. We are going to have Emily. Emily, you will have 30 seconds to now attempt to recreate Oliver's recreation of Dave's original performance. For clarity, you are not recreating Dave, you are just recreating the performance as given by Oliver. And, oops, 1 second, here you go.
Oh, God. Down to the gasoline station. Oh, okay, gotta get my thing. Oh, fill it up. Yeah. Oh, man, just like old times. Oh, gotta run back. Oh, it's 30 seconds, right? Okay. Sorry, I just, I didn't know it was the time. It just...
And that is time. Thank you very much there, Emily. Well done. So now we are going to come to another werewolf and rolling a dice to see who we will have. And this time we're going to have Tim. Tim, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Emily's recreation of Oliver's recreation of Dave's original performance. Once again, for clarity, you are not recreating Oliver or Dave, you are just recreating the performance as given by Emily. And here you go.
Oh, I'm out of gas. I probably should go to the store and get some gas. All right, gotta run over there. All right, hey, how's it going? Hey, thanks for the gas. I really appreciate it. Gotta run back. All right, put the gas in. Go. Oh, hey, how's it? It's great. Is it enough time? Yeah, there's enough time. This is great. Yeah, so let's drive over to the guy.
And that is time. Thank you very much there, Tim. So now, audience, we're going to take things full circle. In a moment, we are going to ask Dave to attempt to recreate Tim's recreation of Emily's recreation of Oliver's recreation of Dave's own original performance. After Dave has completed this circle, we will then say it is voting time. But don't vote until you have seen Dave's final recreation, and we will decide who did the best recreation of who came before. So with this, Dave, 30 seconds, begin.
Oh, it's not working. I'll have to run over to the gas station. Okay, gas station. Hey, I got the gas station. Oh, let's fill it up. Okay, that's thanks very much. I got my thing. Okay, back home. I'm going. Go. Let's pull it in. Pull this out in. Well, this is I just didn't tell me to.
And that is time. Thank you very much there, Dave. So, audience, it is now voting time. Vote now. Who do you think did the best recreation of what came before? Now, remember, Dave's original performance is not up for scrutiny here. It's all about who did the best recreation. Now, do you think it was Dave? In which case, vote for Dave. Do you believe that it was Tim? In which case, vote for Tim. If you believe it was Emily, vote Emily. And if you think it was Oliver, then vote for Oliver. Now, because of a time delay, we're going to ask our experts what they thought. But, audience, as always, make sure you get your votes in as quickly as you can. Corey, who would you say did the best recreation of what came before?
Oh boy, howdy. I got to give it to my fellow Canadian there, Emily. She really took the piss out of Oliver there, even though, Oliver, you are my teammate, and I love you, and I respect you. Emily really gave you the old one, too. So,
okay. Chris, in your opinion, who did the best recreation?
Oh, difficult to say. I think, I was very intrigued with Emily's performance. So, yeah, I think that, yeah.
Okay. Brian, how about you?
Yeah, I kind of got to go with the audience. The consensus so far is that Emily provided the best performance of the day so far.
Okay, DB, do you have an opinion?
Was I in that one?
No. Okay, let's have a look, see what we have here. We have votes for Emily, Dave, Oliver, Emily, Oliver, and any more coming through. Audience, as always, get your votes in as quick as you can. We're going to do a countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. So Oliver is a werewolf. Emily is an exploding fish. I shan't vote, says Jimmy Mac, as it would be unethical for me to do so. I'm just here for the top shelf hardcore entertainment, says Jimmy Mac. Christine says Dave. So in a second, just because there may be a slightly longer time delay, we always have to figure it out on each show-by-show basis. We're going to see. Dave, how many votes did you get?
I think me and Emily can... was that another one up, an extra one just then?
It was for Dave, yes.
Okay, that's 6 then
between the two of you. So for Tim and Oliver, let's have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, another one's come through for Dave as I say this. So I'm going to say that is time, and we will say that the exploding fish scored the opening point. Now, audience, at the end of the show, there will be the big vote, and that will give lots and lots of points that go through. But all of these games along the way are opportunities for bonus points that the teams can score, and also give you a flavour of who you think you would like to vote for when it comes to the big vote. But with this, we're going to go on to another round of Verbatim. But before you do, audience, I'm going to ask you to give us some suggestions of famous movies. Give us some suggestions of famous films, and we will use them for an upcoming game. But for now, let's roll the dice to see who will be starting us off this time. Last time we had Dave of the Exploding Fish, so this time I think we are going to start off. Let's see, who is a werewolf? DB. You can start us off this time, and the word to inspire you is going to be ship. Ship with a P on the end, just for clarity there. So ship, 30 seconds to create a monologue on the theme of ship, and here you go.
Oh, I'm feeling a little nauseous. Do you guys maybe make the ship move a little less? Whoa. Oh. Oh, God, oh, God, oh. I don't think I should have had breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
And that is time. That is time. Thank you very much there, DB. So, after you, DB, representing the werewolves, we need to come to an exploding fish. And this time, Chris, we're going to come to you. You will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate DB's original performance. And here you go.
Oh no. Feeling sick. This feeling really nauseous in here. It's this ship is just like sorry. Very feeling dizzy here. I'm feeling really sick. Sorry.
And that is time. That is time. So thank you very much there, Chris, for the exploding fish. Now we are going to come to Corey, our Canadian werewolf in London. You will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Chris's recreation of DB's original performance. And here you go.
Oh, sorry. I'm feeling a bit ill, isn't it? Right, well, where's my beard? There it is. It's gone now. Oh no. I don't feel so good. Oh, wow. I don't remember quite what I was talking about, and I don't think this is what Chris sounds like, frankly. But I mean,
and that is time. That is time. So now we are going to come to Brian. Brian, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Corey's recreation of Chris's recreation of DB's original performance, and here you go.
Oh, I'm getting seasick. Oh, where's my beard? Oh, there it is. Oh, I don't think this sounds anything like Chris. Oh, I can't. I don't remember what he said particularly well. Oh no.
6 seconds left, but... And that is time! Well done, well done. So now we're going to take things full circle. In a second, DB, you will have 30 seconds to attempt to recreate Brian's recreation of Corey's recreation of Chris's recreation of your original performance. And here you go.
Oh, God, I'm not feeling too well in here. Oh, ever since I lost my beard, I just haven't been feeling well. Wait, let me stay over here where you can't. Oh, God, I'm not feeling very well. It's just kind of,
That is time. So, audience, after that, it is now once again voting time. Who would you vote for here? Who do you believe did the best recreation of what came before? If you think it was DB, then vote for DB. If you think it was Brian representing the exploding fish, then vote for Brian. If you think it was Corey with his Henry Cavill bottom half of his face, then vote for him. And if you think it was Chris, also for the exploding fish, then vote for Chris. We'll once again come to our experts, but as always, audience, get these votes in as quick as humanly you can because of the time delay, and we've got a lot to fit into this show. Emily, in your expert opinion, who would you vote for here?
I'm going to go with Corey because I like the beard, no beard approach. I think it was very effective. So, yeah, I'm going with Corey.
Okay. Oliver, who would you favour?
Also Corey, because I think he picked up very well the fact that Chris was constantly way too close to the camera and going out of shot.
Okay. Tim?
Usually I'd go with my teammate, but Chris really took the piss out of Corey's Canadianness by apologizing so much. So
Fabulous. And Dave, what's your opinion on this?
I think everyone did a great cause with the pauses at the end. Everyone did a great job there. But I think as the originator of that particular bit, I have to go with Chris.
Okay, so with this, let's see what we have vote-wise. Scrolling back up. And guys, if you can keep track of how many votes you get individually, or if anyone wants to be really clever and keep a rough guess track of how many votes their team gets, then that'll be useful as well. And so we have votes for Corey, DB, Corey, Corey, Brian. Corey really nailed that accent in it, says Jessica Huff on YouTube. Corey, Jimmy Mack, I cannot use that suggestion you've given. Corey, and Corey again. So we will say that Corey scores the point for the Werewolves.
DB got a point there too.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Absolutely. So, with this, we're going to move rapidly on. We're going to go on to our next improv challenge, which is known as Single Syllable Showdown. Single Syllable Showdown, the way this works is we're going to have two performers in a scene at any one time, and everything they say has to be single syllable words. So, for example, they could say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say oh, but they cannot say Oliver. So everything has to be single syllable words. A couple of other rules: we don't allow long hesitations, and we also, well, by long hesitations I mean almost any hesitation. I will be ruthless on this. And we also don't allow what we deem to be a circular conversation, which is if you use a very limited vocabulary or do not move the story forward. So the most important rule is you can only use single syllable words. Now, as we are in the championship mode, the way this will work is we will start a timer and everyone will be attempting to stay in for 1 minute. If they manage to stay in for 1 minute, they will score a point for their team. If they manage to trip up their opponent from the other team, then they will also score a point for their team that way. So with this, let's roll a dice to see who we will have in. But if you last 1 minute, we will tag you out in the interest of moving things along. So we will be starting off with DB representing the Werewolves. And let's see who we'll have representing the Exploding Fish. And we will have Emily exploding. We will have Emily representing the Exploding Fish. So here we see DB. Here we will see Emily. Let's find a theme for you. The theme this time is going to be puddles. Puddles. So that's a non-single syllable word, so don't fall for that trap. But with this, 1 minute for both of you will start on the clock, and here you go.
Where is our dog? I like to call him Pud.
He's there, I think.
I do not see him.
But why would he leave?
This is cray.
You're right, it is.
Should we get a dog?
We have one.
We lost one. He is gone.
I guess that's true, you're right.
I am right. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Freeze. Okay is a two-syllable word. A two-syllable word. So with that, DB, you score a point for the Werewolves. We will tag Emily out with 49 seconds on the clock. DB, you only need to last another 11 seconds to get another point for your team. But bringing in our next Exploding Fish, we're going to have Dave. So Dave and DB, and your time continues now.
Did you lose me?
Puds!
Yeah.
We miss you!
Woof.
We got...
Oh, Freeze! DB, you've lasted the full minute, so you get a second point for your team, and we will tag you out, and we will bring in another Werewolf, and we will bring in Oliver. And Dave, you've been in for 11 seconds, so continue.
Are you my new dad?
Yeah. Come.
Oh. Do you have a ball for me to fetch?
A bone?
That will do. Can I eat it now?
No.
Why not?
No.
But it makes
Just
my
wait.
fur much
Just
more
wait.
cold.
Just wait.
Right.
For a while.
How long? You know you have a
now.
dog that talks.
Okay, now.
Oh, freeze!
No.
Oh, you said okay. Okay now, Oliver.
Ah.
So with that, Oliver, we will tag you out twice. That is okay if tripped people up. But Dave, you score a point for the exploding fish. You have to last another 5 seconds to get another point for your team. But we will bring in another werewolf. And Tim, you will be in and continue.
Hi, I'm a dog that talks.
Yeah, you are.
Freeze!
Oh,
And Dave, you have lasted your 1 minute in the round, so we will tag you out and we will bring in another exploding fish. Brian, we will tag you in and here you go.
You see that guy's pet?
No. Would you like a cat?
No, thanks. I want to quit.
You can't quit cats.
Yes, I can.
Cats are great for you.
They are, but I went to school and cats ate my work.
Your work sucks.
Yeah, but a cat thinks its taste is good. So, might be the work is good.
Your work is bad. You do bad.
Circular conversation warning, but on that note, Tim, you have lasted the minute to get a point for the werewolves. Brian, you will only need to last another 5 seconds. Is there another werewolf who has not been in? Is there a werewolf that hasn't been in? Corey, you are in. And with this, the time continues now.
Hi, can you kill Tim for cash?
Freeze! And on that note, Brian, you have now lasted the minute to get the point for the exploding fish. So with that, do we have any exploding fish who haven't been in? Just Chris. So this will be for the final points. And here you continue.
Did he ask you to kill a guy?
Oh, to do it.
Go on.
To freeze them.
Freeze what?
Freeze the guy.
You want to freeze the guy?
Yeah, it'll be quite a good idea.
Oh, idea! So with that, Corey, you score the point for the werewolves. I believe that is everyone. And, of course, then, in fact, you get the second point because you don't have the opportunity to last your minute. So, with this, we're going to move on to our next game. Audience, I asked you for suggestions of well-known movies, films. Yeah, so give us lots of those. Let's just check that you have. In fact, you already have. So, I am going to change up what we're looking for. Audience, could you please now give us some suggestions of professions? Give us some suggestions of professions. And audience, feel free to give us any thoughts or comments along the way as you see fit as well, and I'll read out anything that's amusing. Don't put anything mean. I won't read it unless it's really funny. On that note, if you're enjoying the show, check out youtube.com/Extreme Improv. If you're watching us on Facebook or Twitch or DLive or Twitter, then take a moment, just go and smash the subscribe button on the Extreme Improv YouTube channel. I'm trying to build it up, and that would be great if you could help. So, Michael in the comments says, "Okay is a hard one. It is. We have to be harsh. We don't have to be. We choose to be harsh. We choose it. That's why we are extreme." So, let's see what we've got. Shoot out to my fellow Canadians, says Michael. So, there you go. Let's see. We are going to do the game 1 minute remake. 1 minute remake. The way this works is each of our performers will get a... Well, no, let's think. Let's do this in teams, just because that way we might be able to fit in another thing. we're going to have 2 performers in a scene at any one time. The 2 performers will both come from the same team, and they will attempt to remake an entire movie. Between them, they're going to play every part. They are going to do the beginning, middle, and end of the story. They're going to have all of the dialogue, all of the action, and all of the end credits probably, and they're going to condense it down into 1 minute. Now, if they don't know the film that they are attempting to recreate, they'll just have to make it up based on the title. At the end of this round, audience, you'll be asked to vote on which movie you felt was the best remake, and that team will get a couple of bonus points. So, first of all, let's see which team will be starting us off, and it is going to be the Exploding Fish. So for our Exploding Fish, let's see who we will have. And we are going to have Dave, and I guess we are going to have Chris. Dave and Chris. We're going to find a movie for you to remake for us. Here we see Dave. Here we see Chris. And for us, could you please recreate the movie? Let's see. Scrolling back to find one. Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die, the James Bond film. You will have 1 minute to remake this, and here you go.
What are you doing?
Miss Moneypenny, I take it?
Indeed, yeah. James, we need you on a mission.
Oh, you're a Bond as well, are you? All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I hope we live, and maybe we'll die. Who knows? Let's go. Right. I am a generic James Bond villain. Mr. Bond, we meet at last.
Right. Yes, Goldfinger. What's going on here?
Oh, you have a bit of a stammer there, don't you, Mr. Bond? All right, don't worry about it. Now, I've got an evil plot, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment. But, no, we're actually going to try and kill you first.
But, you're not going to do this time.
Am I not? Am I not? All right, then I'll go then. Never mind.
And that is time. That is time. That is time. What can I say? It was still better than Spectre. Now, let's see who our next 2 performers will be. Representing the Werewolves, we are going to have, I guess, this is going to be Brian, and it's going to be Tim. Brian and Tim. Oh, no, wait. Brian, you are not a werewolf. Sorry, we will have Tim. Let's roll that again. And who is the next nearest werewolf? Okay, Corey. So, Tim and Corey. Let's put you on spotlight. Here we see Tim.
Tim Corey.
And here we see Corey. Could you please recreate for us the film Jurassic Park? Jurassic Park in 1 minute, and here you go.
My name is Tiberius S. Kirk. That's not my name. I'm old and English.
Welcome to my park. I'm a rich person who decided to get a mosquito and make dinosaurs from it. Live.
Yes.
Find a way.
Yes. They did it, but they didn't think of if they should do it. I believe is the quote, and I'm gonna undo my shirt and just sit sexily on the. Oh
no! I'm on the toilet.
And that is time.
Kids.
That is time. Fantastic stuff. I love that we had a phase where you both decided to be Jeff Goldblum and simultaneously decided, well, we'd better both be the dinosaur. So, fantastic stuff. Let's see. Who are 2 remaining Exploding Fish? Emily and Brian. Emily and Brian. Let's put you on spotlight. We'll find a film for you. Here we see Brian. Here we see Emily. Could you please recreate for us the film? Scrolling back, let's see what we've got. Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
Hello.
And here you go.
There's just nothing I can do for these kids.
Oh, well, I can fix them right up with a spoonful of sugar.
No, you cannot, Miss Poppins.
I'm pretty sure I can. Here, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Here you are, children, have it.
Can we please go to the park?
Yes, but you must behave very politely at the park. No funny business, no horses flying everywhere. Oh dear, look, horses! Horses and penguins flying everywhere.
I must say, Miss Poppins, I may be a simple chimney sweep, but I've never seen anything quite like what you do.
Yes, well, it's a shame about your drawling voice, but I still love you so much. I still love you.
I love you, Miss Poppins.
Oh my goodness, it just gets worse.
And that
and
is
worse.
time. That is time.
Life is like a box of chocolates, Dave.
I may be a simple man, but I know what love is. Right, so that leaves
I
us
was very
with
accurate myself.
2
Pretty good,
remaining
yeah.
werewolves, and we have Oliver and DB. Oliver and DB. Let's put you on spotlight. Here we have Oliver. Here we have DB. Let's find a film for you. Could you please recreate the film Logan? Logan. And here you go.
Professor, you've got to get in the car. I know you're old and you can't really think for yourself or talk anymore. It's a lot of problems, but you got to get in the car. We've got to get out of here.
I can't move, Logan. You have to push me. Remember?
What are you saying? What do you mean that's my... You think this girl is my daughter? There's no way she's my daughter just because she's got the same claws and the same... It's not my
And
daughter.
the same DNA, yes. She's your daughter. Now
No
go
way.
fight the bad guy and kill him off and take your daughter.
Now let's get into a car chase. We are the best X-Men movie that came out ever, after all.
Exactly. And I die, so I'm like, "Ah!"
I die too.
There's 13 seconds.
I'm not dead yet! I'm not dead yet! I'm dying, though!
Me neither.
I'm dying, because we die in this movie. We're dying.
You have mental powers.
Are you
And
dead
that is
yet?
time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So, audience, it is now Oscar season. Which movie did you think was best? Which movie did you think was best? So, I will tell you the nominees, and then whichever is the winning movie, not team overall, whichever is the winning movie will score the points for their team, okay? So, we had, representing the Exploding Fish, we had Emily and Brian doing Mary Poppins, and we also had Dave and Chris doing Live and Let Die. So which movie did you think was best? Live and Let Die with Chris and Dave, or Emily and Brian with Mary Poppins? Representing the werewolves, we had Tim and Corey doing Jurassic Park, and we had DB and Oliver doing Logan. So which movie? Logan, Jurassic Park, Live and Let Die, or Mary Poppins? Put your votes into the comment section as quickly as you can, and I will just take a moment. So audience, if you are enjoying the show, as well as smashing that subscribe button, I'm going to use this opportunity for a quick plug. Do check out the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which is available on Amazon all the way around the world. You can get it on a paperback or Kindle edition. Now, once you've got that, you will learn how to do some of what we do here. But with this, we see Corey currently has Jeff Goldblum's face. Are there t-shirts available? As
Life
worn by Dave?
finds a way. That was the quote.
It was the quote. It's certainly a quote. But with this, if you had to vote for someone, but you couldn't vote for your own recreation of a film, who would you vote for, DB?
Oh, me.
No, if you couldn't vote... Okay, moving on. Dave, if you had to vote for someone but couldn't vote for yourself, who would you vote for?
I mean, it'd be a tie. I think if I had to stay true to my team, then obviously I would have to choose Mary Poppins. I think for that incredible impression by Brian. But I think the whole dinosaur conclusion for Jurassic Parks, I think I'd have to go for as well.
Okay. I've given you enough time, audience. Let's see what you've had to say for yourselves. And let's see what we've got. We have got votes for... well, first of all, Jessica Huff says, the long death scenes brought me right back to that time I never saw Logan. I like that. Jessica will be taking part in the tournament a little later on, and that is a good omen. I like that humour. But Michael says, Mary Poppins. Jessica says, Jurassic Park has my vote. Mary Poppins. Jurassic Park, Mary Poppins. Live and Let Die, Mary Poppins. Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park, Mary Poppins. That's where we're up to now. So we'll give a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, Jurassic Park gets another vote. 3, 2, 1. How many votes did we get for Jurassic Park? Did anyone keep track? 6. How many votes did we get for Mary Poppins?
5. Live and Let Die got 1.
Oh, yeah, but we're unfortunately, it's based on the film, the individual film. So we will say that Jurassic...
What about Logan?
I just want to point out how...
Logan also was nominated. So, with that, we will say the point goes to the exploding fish. So, with this, we're going to go on...
Wait, no, the werewolves!
Did I do it wrong?
Werewolves. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
Give it to the exploding fish.
No. Look, the first rule of extreme improv, things will go wrong. The second rule, things will not always be fair. No, okay, but I'll try to keep things legit where I can. So, audience, we're going to go on to our next game, which is going to be a joke-telling round. We're going to play a round of 99 blanks. We're going to do 99 blanks. The way this works is it is a joke-telling game. We're going to tell jokes which will follow the rhythm. 99 blanks, walk into a bar, and the bartender says your punchline. So 99 blanks, walk into a bar, and the bartender says your punchline. You replace the word blanks with the name of a profession as suggested by our audience. So it will be 99, name of professions, walk into a bar, and the bartender says your punchline. Now, audience, throughout this, I encourage you, put some of your suggestions for jokes into the chat. We'll read some of them at the end of this round. Corey, do you have a question?
Yeah, how is this game going to be scored, David?
Well, it's funny that you should ask this. At the end, I will ask the audience to vote on which team they thought cumulatively came up with the best jokes, but this is also an opportunity for me to keep track of how many jokes I think you do, and you can get a bonus point that way from me. DB.
I have a question. Is Corey going to win again?
I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell.
The jokes have to be good, David?
Ideally.
Okay.
Now, obviously, in the audience, as always, it is a rule where when you vote, only put one vote per voting section. So don't vote multiple times, otherwise I may discount a vote, just so you're aware. With this, though, let's get on with things. Let's see. Jessica also said earlier, Brian's chimney sweep was amazing. Great Mary Poppins remake. Let's have a look. Oh, Jessica, I'm enjoying your comments. This is better than the original Jurassic Park. Spot on Jeff Goldblum's. So, or Goldblue, which I believe is the plural for Goldblums. Right,
Tim,
now,
excellent work.
Let's have a look. We are going to have 99... let's scroll down, see what we're going to have. 99 theatre technicians walk into a bar. 99 theatre technicians walk into a bar. If you have a joke, give a wave. Corey.
99 theater technicians walk into the bar. The bartender says, I can't serve you. You guys are all blacked out.
Aha, DB.
99 theater technicians are like, we just want light beer.
Aha, Brian.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar, but much more beautiful looking people get served way before they do.
Boom. Corey.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar and they want to play pool, so they ask for a cue.
Aha, Dave.
99 theatre technicians walk into the bar. In fact, there's so many of them, they prop it up.
Aha, Emily.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar and they all jump on the bartender. He says, "Don't put me in the spotlight."
Haha, love it. Brian.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar, but they don't have enough extras for a crowd scene, so most of them are just painted cardboard cutouts.
Love it. Oliver.
99 theater technicians going to a bar, so there's no one left to pull the curtain.
Like it a lot. Anyone else? Corey?
99 theater technicians walk into a bar, they turn on the jukebox, and they play Tech on Me.
Uh-huh.
On
Brian?
Me.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar, but it's almost 4 a.m., so the bartender rings the bell and says, last call, and one of the theater technicians says, I'm only here because I didn't get a call back.
Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Oliver?
99 theater technicians going to a bar and scene.
Love it. Corey, and then we are going to mix up the category.
99 theater technicians walk into a bar, and they're all wearing misfitted garments, and the bartender says, what's up? And they said, this is our dress rehearsal.
Like it a lot. Now, let's mix up what we have. We are going to have 99 postmasters walk into the bar. 99 postmasters walk into the bar. Dave?
99 postmasters walk into the bar, and the barman says, wow, there's not a single female amongst you. You're all male.
Like it. Brian?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, we don't serve anybody that gets involved in NFTs.
Corey?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and they slap the bartender on the back, and he says, whoa, what's the deal? And they said, oh, that's just a postman Pat.
Tim?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, why didn't you walk into a post?
Brilliant. DB?
99 postmasters walk into a bar. Bartender says, we don't serve postmasters. 99 postmasters are like, we can't let her do that.
Brian?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and the bartender asks, which one of you is the designated driver? One of them says, my job is to go to 100 houses at 4 in the morning. None of us do that shit sober.
Dave?
99 postmasters walk into the bar, and they say to the bar person that this is our favourite bar. We give it our stamp of approval.
Corey?
Yeah, 99 postmasters walk into a bar, there's a fire started, and they said, quick, stamp it out.
Chris, was that a wave?
Yeah. 99 postmasters walk into the bar, and the barman says, we don't take kindly to your type out here.
Oliver?
99 postmasters walk into a bar and they go, sorry, wrong address.
Like it a lot. Emily?
99 postmasters walk into a bar and they say, I'd like a rum and coke, and the bartender says, are you sure? And he says, my decision is sealed.
DB?
99 postmasters like, but we need a drink because we're having male performance anxiety.
Dave?
99 postmasters walk into the bar, and they all ask for table service. The barman says, absolutely. You can just sign here for, so I've got your signature there, thank you.
Okay, Tim?
99 postmasters walk into the bar. The bartender says, come on in, and the postmasters envelop the place.
Brian?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and one of them says to the bartender, congratulations, you've been pre-approved for a credit card.
Corey?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and they get drunk. They start talking about their exes, and one of them says, yeah, my ex-husband, he's a real junk male.
DB?
99 postal workers are like, all right, we get the message.
Dave?
99 postmasters walk into the bar, and they say, this is our favourite bar. It's absolutely first class.
Tim?
99 postmasters walk into the bar. The bartender says, what are you doing? I'm confused. I thought that the hospital's next door for the delivery.
Brian?
99 postmasters walk into the bar. Bartender says, don't party too hard. We don't want anyone going postal.
Corey?
99 postmasters walk into a bar, and they get kicked out because last time they were there, they touched everybody's package.
Dave?
99 postmasters walk into the bar, and the barman says, wow, you were supposed to be here ages ago, and you're all tattered and damaged. And they say, yes, that's right, we work for Hermes.
DB?
99 postmasters are like, all right, bartender, you're really pushing the envelope now.
Emily?
99 postmasters walk into a bar and the bartender gives one a drink and he says, this isn't what I ordered, return to sender.
Brian, and then we're going to mix it up.
99 postmasters walk into a bar. The bartender says something offensive, and one of the postmasters said, oh yeah, well, how would you like it if your job became obsolete thanks to Amazon?
Love it. Okay, so we will get one more, as long as, well, we'll see. Probably one more. And we are going to have 99 sandwich makers, as suggested by Jen Strike Comedy on YouTube. So 99 sandwich makers. If you have a joke, give it a wave. Sandwich. Tim.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Where's my footlong?"
Brian.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar. A bartender says, "No, firemen get to drink free here, not people who work at Firehouse Subs."
Corey.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "For the last time, I'm not going to go to bread with you."
Dave.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar and they ask, can we see the menus for some food? And the barman says, what, you want a whole meal?
Emily.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar and the bartender says, what's wrong? You look kind of pressed.
DB.
They're like, we're going to leave anyway. This place is jam-packed.
Brian.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar to drink away their troubles due to losing their jobs, but they weren't able to because of the national yeast shortage.
Dave.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar and they're really glad because it's really cold outside, but in here it's nice and toasty.
Corey.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "What do you want?" And the sandwich makers say, "Why so crusty?"
Emily.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar and they say, it's 4 a.m., that's a wrap.
DB.
But they're like, we need a drink. We're barely getting by.
Dave.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar and the barman says, would you like a drink? And they say, well, if you'll let us.
Tim.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar. The bartender serves them a menu. They walk out because all it is gluten-free.
Corey.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar. They turn on the jukebox and play Yellow Submarine.
DB.
99 sandwiches makers are like, all right, we'll leave. Everybody get ready to roll.
Emily.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar and they say, can you take a picture? Cheese.
Dave.
99 sandwich makers walk into the bar and they try to order their drinks, but the barman says, you're too far away. Cucumber over here.
Corey, and then we're going to end it.
99 sandwich makers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "You guys got a bag, get out of here."
Okay, I felt bad just because, Oliver, you had one to get in. Go for it.
99 sandwich makers get into a bar and the barman says, oh, what's your favorite country? Oh, Turkey.
And last one to end on, DB.
If you don't give us a drink, you're toast.
So, on that note, well done. So, audience, I will read some of your jokes whilst you vote, but which team do you think came up with the funnier jokes? It's not necessarily about quantity, it's about quality. Which team do you think came up with the funnier jokes? Vote either for the exploding fish or for the werewolves. Let's have a look, see if you gave us any jokes to read. And we've got some. Christine says, 99 theatre technicians walk into a bar. The bartender gives them a drink. A technician drops a tip on the counter. The bartender says, thank you, 5. Jen says, 99 theatre techs walk into a bar. And they say this would never happen in our theatre. So true. Jessica says, 99 theatre technicians walk into a bar and one breaks a leg. Jimmy Mack says, 99 postmaster generals walk into a bar. They were played by Wilford Brimley, and they were pretty darn serious about diabetes. I just about get that reference. Jessica says, 99 postmasters walk into the bar, and the bartender says, sorry, we only serve current masters. No retirees.
Postmaster.
Yeah. Okay, so Jimmy Mack says 99 postal workers walk into Jurassic Park. John Hammond says Newman. Again, I only kind of get that joke. Right, Jen says 99 postmasters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, what do you want? And they say, nothing, this place isn't my bag. Rob Kirby says 99 postmasters walk into a bar and starts hitting on a woman. The woman gives one her number, and the postmaster says, here's to looking up your address. Oh, dear. Right, Jane says 90... Oh, my God, we've got so many jokes. Let me just see how many more we've got. Okay, so now, in a moment it's going to go on to the votes. Right, 99 postmasters walk into a bar, and the barman didn't like the look of them, so he stamped all over them, says Jane. SWAT Deed says 99 sandwich makers walk into a bar to sell sandwiches, but the bartender refused to pay them, so they give him a free knuckle sandwich. Jane says 99 sandwich makers walk into a bar. They were looking for dentists as they had all lost their fillings. Jen says 99 sandwich makers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, did you get here? And they say, we came by subway. Ta-da. Oh no, one last one. Jessica says 99 sandwich makers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, this isn't a B. I can't read this. Right. I don't know if there's a spelling error, because it says BEACG. Anyone got an idea what I'm going for?
What's it on? Is it on YouTube or Facebook?
Yeah, YouTube. A Beast bar? I don't know what we're going for. Can you leave your sand ladies at the door? I really like it. I don't understand it. Scholars will discuss it for years. I don't have a clue what it meant.
I think it's a mistype. I think it's beach.
There you go. There you go. So, with this, Michael says, I didn't pay attention to who was on which team, so I won't vote. But great jokes, everyone. Now, if you look at people like there, it does say... Oh my God, Brian is going for it. What does that say?
Did I write vote for fish backwards?
It's kind of like vote with the E backwards, and then...
I don't know. I've just got like this weird Manson family vibe. I just don't know what's going on.
That's what I was thinking too, David. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm feeling more Post Malone.
It kind of look like they're in the punk. It kind of look like they're in the punk band Manson.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, with that, let's count up the votes. So, and here we have votes for Exploding Fish, Werewolves, Fish, Exploding Fish. Vote for whichever team Corey is on, which was the Werewolves. That's from Christine. Exploding Fish, Werewolves, and vote for whichever team has DB as their mascot, says SWAT Deeds. Exploding Fish, Werewolves. And, it was Beach Bar. That's where we're up to. So how many votes did we get for Werewolves? 6. And 5 for Exploding Fish. Okay, so we will say the Werewolves take the point. With this, we're going to move on to our next games. Now, our next games, there's going to be a little bit of a variety of games here. So we might not have everyone do the exact same game, but we'll have a couple of different games each. In fact, no, we'll keep some parity here. We're going to have 2 rounds of Every Sentence Must. We're going to play the game Every Sentence Must, and the way it works is that there will be 2 performers from each team in a 4-handed scene. So there will be 4 performers in the scene overall, 2 from each team, and in a round of Every Sentence Must, every line of dialogue you say must include a word from a particular category. So, for example, if every sentence must include the name of a food, you could say the sentence, I'd like to eat an apple, and that would have the name of a food in it. However, we want to use the words more creatively, so you could be like, oh, my Apple iPhone is ringing, and my friend has a chip on their shoulder, so you want to try to use the words creatively. So let's first of all find our performers for this first scene. And we are going to have Brian. We are going to have Dave. They will be our Exploding Fish. Let's find 2 werewolves. And we are going to have... Who are our werewolves? DB. And we are going to have Oliver. So, Hombre Lobo.
Hombre Lobo. That's werewolf. Yeah, Spanish for werewolf. Yeah.
I really like that.
Orale.
Hombre Lobo.
Orale, vato. Let's go.
Okay, so... we will have Brian, I believe I said, and we will have... I forget who I said entirely.
Hey.
Help me out, guys. Who was in this scene?
Hey.
DB.
Dave.
Yep. Okay. Dave, and one more. Who was it?
And
Oliver.
Oliver. Okay. So you're going to do the game Every Sentence Must. Let's see. Audience, could you give us some suggestions, please, of... Let's see.
Brian.
Something exciting. Audience, give us some suggestions of something exciting. Give us some suggestions of something exciting. Now, let's see what we have here. we are going to do a scene, and you are TV presenters. You are TV presenters. And let's say that every sentence must include the name of an object you'd find in a garden. So, every sentence must include the name of an object you'd find in a garden. It has to be something we'd understand to be able to find in a garden. Right, so, you are TV presenters, and here you go.
This winner is quite the hoe.
Well, as you can see, the faced graffiti artist has really rose to prominence in this area.
Unfortunately, he was very much in the latter end of his career, and he has had to throw in the trowel.
Come on. I want you to present you to this brand new lawnmower.
Hey, why don't you guys shut your two lips and let me present?
Look, listen, you tree. There's just a huge amount of problems here.
You guys are ants compared to my greatness.
Oh no, I think you...
I really dig this presenting job we got. I really dig it.
Well, I mean, there's just. I find that there's so many competition out there. There's mower people out there too.
You got to be really willing to get your hands dirty.
You guys want some grass?
Yes, definitely.
And some bush.
That weed, that's great weed. Great weed.
Why is your mind always in the dirt?
Hey, just keep your twig on, all right?
You know, guys, I need to go to Lou to plant a tree.
I don't like the attitude you guys have been giving me. I feel like I'm being brushed off.
Look, don't mess with me, okay? I know how to fence.
Look, you need to respect me. If it wasn't for me, you'd be sleeping on the grass.
Keep your shed on, all right?
Does this TV channel have any branch anywhere else?
Doing these presentations is my turf.
And scene, scene. Well done, well done. So, audience, it is now voting time. Who would you vote for here? Would you vote for Brian and Dave of the Exploding Fish, or would you vote for DB and Oliver of the Hombre Lobos? So, would you vote for the Werewolves? So, would you vote for the Exploding Fish or the Werewolves? Put your votes into the comment section, and let's ask our experts. Emily, who are you more impressed by there?
Oh, you gotta speak up, Em.
You were quite muted.
You're quite quiet.
Oh yes. Sorry, I had to think about it. I think I'm gonna go with Brian. Just the face writings add a je ne sais quoi, and so I'll go with him. Yeah.
I just started reading what the pen says. What does permanent mean?
I'd be more worried where it says toxic. Okay, what do you think? Who do you think did the best there? Corey?
Mr. Hombre Lobo.
Okay, fantastic. Yep. And what do you think, Tim?
El Hombre Lobo, because his accent just it caught my heart, and I couldn't branch away from that.
Okay. Now there is someone missing off the screen here, and it's quite bad. I can't even remember who we're missing.
Chris.
Oh yes. Oh wait, where is Chris?
It disappeared before the round started.
Oh. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if he's if he comes back. So we'll figure this out. Now, we're going to go on to the other three. It would seem it'll be the other three. So let's see. We will have Tim. Oh, we've lost Tim. Tim. We will have Tim. We will have Corey, and we will have Emily. So here everyone's confusing me really a lot. Right. Corey, we will see you. We will see
Hello.
Emily, and we will see Tim.
Emily.
Now, with this,
Jimbo.
let's have a quick look. Well, just to balance things in case
No pressure, Emily.
there's technical issues, let's have another exploding fish in. Who would like to jump back in exploding fish-wise? Dave, you put your hand up first. I'm happy
there.
for you to jump in. So let's say you are nail technicians. You are nail technicians. And let's say that every sentence must include the name of a sport. You are nail technicians. Every sentence must include the name of a sport. And here you go.
Look, Dave, I know you're a good nail technician, but I just feel like you're fishing for compliments.
Well, I think you're going to have to dice around the issue there, quite frankly.
Yeah, I feel like we're skating around everything these days, and I just want to make beautiful nails.
Well, the problem is we have a lot of people outside of this group of friends that are just hurling insults all around.
Look, let's just settle this and let's put them in our mouths. Put them in our mouths. All right, guys?
Wait, lift this up with me, will you?
I mean, you know, we could go shooting, and then that would like give us another shot at this, you know?
Well, I just think we're recycling over old ground here, guys.
It's possible that we're just skirting the issue. We're skiing away from it, you know?
Remember, this is the business, and nail business particularly, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
That's true. Like, it's more long distance. It's cross country.
Dave, if you talk out of turn one more time, I'm going to sock her in the mouth.
Formula One.
I just want to be cheerleading all of you on, you know? I just want to cheerlead all of you.
Look, I'm clearly wrestling with my feelings right now, and it's tough. It's tough to get along with you, Dave.
Well, look, if you're not careful, you're going to be fired, and we're going to have to be boxing up all your things.
You're going to be swimming in complaints after that.
Okay, let's just square this off.
I mean, I feel we're just at each other. We're just like in a big sumo wrestling match, you know?
I mean, I just find you all just so base-ballic. Basic.
But I wouldn't put your somewhere where the sun don't shine your foot. Balls though might be a better place to like hold in your pocket. So you don't place them all in the same area, you know?
Dave, you can golf yourself. It's there's children around, so I don't want to swear, but you know what the F stands for.
Yes, we do, and
Well,
that
mine.
is time. That is time. Now, I'm going to ask something here, because I may have made a mistake. Did I count the votes from the last round?
No.
Okay, I've done it during this, so I can say that the point went to the werewolves there. But, audience, it is now voting time. In this last scene, who do you think did the best with what made the most creative use of the rules of the game? Do you think it was the exploding fish, as represented by... I forget who was in the scene. Emily and Dave, or do you think it was Corey and Oliver? Or Tim?
No.
Yeah,
Tim,
like,
Timmy.
I have a medical condition, genuinely.
Tim Tebow.
So I forget stuff. Now, anyway, audience, it is voting time. Werewolves or exploding fish? Who do you think did the best in that round? But also, once you are done voting here, audience, we're going to need suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. Well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do, because we will be coming up to our finale round in just a moment. So, unusual things for them to do with well-known characters from fiction or people from history. Let's have a look at the votes that have come through. Let's see when the time skipped. Okay, so we have votes. I will read them now. Help me keep track. for the werewolves. Exploding fish for round 2, says Michael. The fish. Exploding fish. Fish. Werewolves. Fish. Vote for Dave, the smoking salmon, and his exploding fishes, says SWAT Deeds. Werewolves. Fish. That's where I think we're up to. We're going to give it a 5-second countdown. We will say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think fish have taken it. Exploding fish. Yep, exploding fish take the point. So, audience, give us lots of suggestions of well-known characters from fiction or people from history, plus unusual things for them to do. We're going to come on to our finale round now, which, like last night, we are going to have an accumulative extreme monologue. And the way this works is that we will have each team member will have the opportunity to perform a monologue, but they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. So they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. They are also not allowed to hesitate, which in this game we count as an extended pause or saying a non-word like or If they break either of these rules, one of the members of the other team can call out freeze. If they correctly identify that a rule has been broken, that will be the end of the monologue. Now, I will start a timer, and we will go through each team one at a time until we see what the overall time accumulatively between all of the team members is. So, with this, let's roll the dice to see who will go first. And if it looks like we have lost Chris here, then simply we will allow the exploding fish to nominate a player to have a second go. So, with this, we will start off with the werewolves. The werewolves will go first. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corey, you get to start us off here. You are Roadrunner. You are receiving... You are Roadrunner. You are receiving an Oscar and has to give the award speech. You are Roadrunner. You receive an Oscar and have to give the award speech. And so, just for clarity, exploding fish. If you hear Corey repeat any words whatsoever, including small ones like and, if, and the, you can call out freeze. If he hesitates, which we count as an extended pause or saying a non-word like or call out freeze. Okay, you're a Roadrunner, you're receiving an Oscar and have to give an award speech. Here you go.
Roadrunner!
Freeze.
Yeah. Repetition of meat.
Repetition of meat. Repetition of meat. So we're at an outstanding 6 seconds on the clock. It's at this point where I remember that Corey is actually standing in, is actually a Geek Battle, not Geek Battle, Geek Squadron member. So this may be sabotage. I'm not sure.
A real heel.
Right, but we'll roll the dice to find who our next werewolf will be. And let's see, Oliver.
What else does Roadrunner say, honestly?
No. Right, Oliver. Could you please be for us? Scrolling. Oh, wow. And you are Oliver Twist. You are Oliver Twist, demanding to become the head chef at the orphanage. You are Oliver Twist. You are demanding to become the head chef at the orphanage. You're not allowed to repeat any words, and you're not allowed to hesitate. And here you go.
I want to become the head chef because I always wanted more food.
Freeze.
Freeze.
He said want.
He said
Want
want
and wanted.
Wanted.
Yeah, he
Want.
said two different
DB, he's on the same team as you.
So I was saying he said two different words. I was sticking up for him.
Yeah.
Then
One-
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you made a challenge. Sorry, okay, my bad. Right, okay. So, incorrect challenge, and here you go.
And all the children will have what they require, as Oliver Twist is one of them. nobody will ever be hungry again.
Freeze. What's the challenge, Emily?
He said will twice.
Oh, will twice. Okay. Well done there, Oliver. That is an accumulative time of 43.81 seconds on the clock. So, who are other werewolves? DB and Tim. Roll the dice to see who will be next. It will be DB. Let's find a character for you. You are Cinderella. You are being bitchy to the prince. You are Cinderella. You are being bitchy to the prince. And here you go.
After all we've been through, you can't get me the right shoes? Size 10? Come on, man. Worst prince ever. You suck. You never
Repetition
take me
of
out.
you.
Freeze.
Oh,
You.
repetition of you. Repetition of
Can't
you.
get me the right shoes.
He like literally said it before I said the repetition. On it.
It's not like going.
I think that's the time delay. Sometimes it comes in early.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so with that, Tim, you will go last for Team Werewolves. There is 1 minute 8.62 seconds gone. You need to keep this going as long as possible.
All right.
The character for you,
You got this.
are going to be... Okay, I'm going to give you a slight choice here. The suggestion comes from Michael, and it says Watson and Sherlock Holmes juggling in the park. Now, you can choose to be either Watson or Sherlock. So,
Or
basically...
both.
Or both.
Watson.
Right, or
I'll be
both,
Watson.
yeah. If you want to juggle the characters as well as juggling in the park, you can do. So, you're Watson and Sherlock Holmes juggling in the park, and here you go.
Elementary? Oof. These balls are going to fall all over the place. Unfortunately, we don't have a way to clean them up. I may have found a solution.
Freeze.
Freeze, what's the challenge?
The repetition of 2. They're going to fall all over the place. There was a 2 earlier, I think.
Going
Too
to fall
early,
over. Okay, I'm going to take your word on it. So, well done there, Tim. Well done. That means your accumulative time, Werewolves, is 1 minute 28.43 seconds. 1 minute.
It's longer than I ever lasted, David.
Absolutely. So, now we will come to the exploding fish. We'll roll the dice to see who will go first. And we have Brian. Let's reset the timer here.
All right.
The character for you is, could you please be, for us, Stephen King as a skydiving instructor. You are Stephen King, you are a skydiving instructor, and here you go.
You know, people tell me all the time, drinking makes me a better skydiver.
Freeze.
Freeze. Tim, what's the challenge?
People tell me all the time drinking makes me.
Me,
was
repetition of me,
Maybe it was.
11.50 seconds.
Similar to meat, if I will.
Similar to meat.
Didn't matter, arguably, because it was less time.
Okay. So, with that, our next exploding fish will be Emily. You are Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Oh.
You cast a spell to lose your powers. You are Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You cast a spell and lose your powers. Here you go.
Sometimes I'm so tired of being a witch. If I cast a spell,
Freeze.
Freeze. What's the challenge?
Being a witch, if I cast a spell.
Oh, repetition of A. Okay.
Oh.
24.41 seconds gone. Now, Dave, you are the last team member we have here, but after this, I will ask amongst your team to nominate someone to have a second go. So, Dave, let's find a character for you.
Okay.
Could you please be Mr. Bean 5 hours after being bit by a vampire, as suggested by Rob? You are Mr. Bean, 5 hours after being bit by a vampire. And here you go.
Well, Teddy, nice new teeth I have got. Fangs, methinks they're called. Oh, wow. One has to admit, my vocabulary's improved tremendously. Rowan Atkinson's portrayal, mostly silent. Minnie turned into hearse, takes my coffin all way to Transylvania. And Bean
Freeze. DB, what's your challenge?
He said 2 again.
Yeah, I think,
Okay, I'm going to take your word on it. So, well done there, Dave. Well done. That brings you up to 1 minute 9.35 seconds. Now, between the three of you, who would you like to go again? You have to make this decision, please.
I think Dave should go again because
Dave, absolutely.
It was kind of a fluke, but okay, I'll give it a go.
Wait, I'll go for you guys, no problem. Let me go. Give me Roadrunner again.
You just want chaos. Right.
Wants to be everyone.
You're like the Joker. Some people just want the world to burn. Right, so, anyway, Dave then, in this case, could you please be, for us, olive oil working out on steroids, as suggested by Terry on YouTube. You are olive oil working out on steroids. You are at 1 minute 9.35 seconds. The time set by the Werewolves was 1 minute 28.43 seconds. So here you go.
Popeye, I tried that spinach, but no results. Muscles non-existent. Can one try this stuff in that can? Oh, whoa! Illegal, surely. No, I talk like Pluto. Oh, this is great.
Buzz.
Freeze. Corey, what's your challenge?
Repetition of I.
Okay, I will accept that. Doesn't make a huge difference, though. Well done there, Dave. You bring it up to 1 minute 40.98 seconds, which means you win the round and the points. Because this being the final round, 3 points in it, same as yesterday, for your team. So, audience. In a moment... Okay, so audience, do not vote yet. Do not vote yet. I'll read some of your comments in a moment, just because there's a bunch of comments coming through. Let's just see what we had, in fact. I did Corey wrong with my Roadrunner suggestion, says SWAT Deeds. And yes, you did. Adsman says... Oh, no, I'm not going to read that. Right. See, if you put a nice comment, I'd have read it. Right, okay, but it was just something weird. So, let's have a look what else we got. Oh, these are other characters. Okay, good. Oliver nailed it, said Christine. And with this, audience, in a moment we are going to have the big vote. But do not vote yet. Any votes that come through now will not be counted. The way it will work is when I start the timer and not before, there will be the voting time period. There will be 2 minutes on the clock, and any votes that come in during that time will be counted. Any votes that come before or after I stop the timer will not be counted. Now, because of the time delay, it will actually mean that you actually do get ever so slightly longer than 2 minutes, because I will wait until I have seen from the audience perspective that 2 minutes has passed. But once I see on one of the streams that 2 minutes has passed, voting will be over. Audience, I will remind you that you can only vote once, and you'll be voting for the team you would like to go through to the semi-finals. If I find that any audience member votes more than once, I will discount all of the votes by that audience member. I will also remind our players on tonight's show that you yourself cannot vote on this show. You can vote on others, but not this one. Now, there will be a period of time where I'm having to count up the votes, And during this time, I will invite any of our performers, if you'd like to tell any jokes or share any anecdotes, or if you have something to plug, by all means, take that opportunity. But with that, audience, get ready, because the 2 minutes of voting time begins now. Feel free to...
I have a show later today on a new platform called oozebear.com.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Cold Reads. It's a sketch comedy show where people can bring in scripts. Some people bring in like 30-second scripts. Some people bring in 10-minute scripts. It's a very random show. Anything goes. So,
What's it called again?
Nice. Who's Bear?
Who's there? It's an app, right?
the app does work only on Google Play right now.
Yeah.
So the website works better, much better on Chrome.
Gotcha.
As I said, after we finish the voting, can we also just start up a social media campaign saying hashtag Where's Chris?
Yeah, where's Chris? Where did Chris go?
Disappeared.
I will say that I am in this exact competition tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow, and everybody on this show, you better vote for me.
Why?
Because look, Dave, either I helped you win or I helped you lose, and in either case, it's good.
Let's start doing improv sketches involving thumbs again. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't believe in your abilities. I don't believe in your abilities, so I would much rather have you help me lose.
Good. Okay, great. Yeah, so I mean, that's what I was doing today.
Meep.
Yeah, exactly.
Corey and I found ourselves in another an improv jam last week. Beginning of last week, we suddenly saw each other. We're like, oh hey,
That's true.
and we ended up doing a long form, 15 minutes sort of sketch, which ended up with a lot of thumbs being involved, a lot of actual talking thumbs to the camera, and all sorts.
true.
So hello anyone from the nursery who was watching part of that. Nice to see you.
Okay, a
Has
few
anyone-
seconds still to go,
Mike,
audience. Get
you.
these votes in as quick as you can.
Oh, I also have this show on this very channel next week, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, or 10 p.m. UK time. Oliver, I don't know what time that is in Barcelona, but
That's 1
you
hour
carry the
late.
two.
So 1 hour later in UK. So now it's
All right.
10:30.
All right, so it'll be 11:30 your time.
Okay, that is time. Audience, you have had your full 2 minutes. So any votes that come in now, I will no longer count. I'll ask you guys just to continue talking amongst yourselves whilst I tally up the votes, and then I will announce who will be going through. So just take a moment.
And we'll go more 99 blanks. We can.
We'll be in New York City doing a working with Armory Comedy in the Shillelagh Tavern in Astoria. We're doing the Infinity War and Endgame scripts at the bar, and it's called Shot for Shot. So it's a drinking game basically, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. Like a lot of people are going to be there, and everyone's got their vaccination cards and all that stuff. Just taking care of each other in that aspect. It'll be a lot of fun.
I have a show on February 25th in New York City on Hudson Street at a place called Adora Lee, doing about a half an hour of stand-up with a bunch of other very funny guys. This show's been around for like 15 years. It's called UGG at Adora Lee. It's a great little place. Looking forward to it. That's 3 weeks from now.
That's awesome.
It sounds so amazing. It's like more of these. But a quick shout out, plug for not for one that I'm doing, but friend of Extreme Improv and former champion Ashley Edwards is going to be part of a few things in my local area soon. So he's doing Scared Scriptless this Saturday at Caddy's in Southend with Lee Terrell, John Opes, and Suki Webster, which will be really, really cool. And he's also part of the improvised pantomime. Yes, we're still doing pantomime on the weekend of the 12th and 13th at the Dixon Studio in Westcliff-on-Sea called Oh Yes It Is, an improvised pantomime, 4 shows, and what shows they are is entirely up to the audience. So if you're around those areas, please tickets are still available for that.
Thank you very much there. I need to interject because the results have come through.
Ooh.
Okay.
You have a tie situation.
Oh,
What the France?
Okay, so what we're going to do, as we have done in the past, is we're going to do a callback to our last game of the Extreme Monologue. I will ask both teams to nominate one player. The way it will work before you nominate is that I will roll the dice to decide between the two nominated players who will start the monologue. And those two players are the only ones that can call out freeze if they notice that a mistake has been made. Whoever is in control of the monologue at the end of 1 minute will win it for their team. Okay? So, with this, both teams, I need a nominee from you, please.
Dave.
Corey.
No, I say Oliver.
I'd say a choreo team.
Okay,
Oliver.
What do you say, Emily? What do you think?
I say Dave for our team.
so have we settled on Dave for the exploding fish?
Alright, so 2-1.
Who are we going for the werewolves?
I think me and Oliver agree that Corey should.
I'm not even on your team, TV.
You worked for
I
this
need a
one.
decision, please. I need a decision.
We need an answer from Tim. Tim, what's your opinion?
I'd do Corey.
Okay, Corey, they have nominated you.
Especially with
will
the Jeff
you?
Goldblum face.
Corey,
Just
okay, you have been nominated. I'm not going to make you do it, but will you do it?
Yeah,
I only suggest he did it because he did so badly the first time with me.
Okay, so this does work ever slightly different. So you do get more than one potential chance. I will come into this and join you just for the head-to-head. So the way it works is I will roll the dice to decide who will start. If you go wrong, you can get back in just by calling freeze. It is literally who is in control of the monologue after 1 minute. If you have been in and then you go out and then you go back in, you get a clean slate. But if someone gives an incorrect challenge, then what you said before does carry over. So roll.
When you say clean slate, David, you mean that when we've if it's our go again, then we start with we don't have to
yeah.
to, like,
so if you speak,
before.
speak and you say a bunch of words, but then Corey has a turn. When it comes back to you, the words you said previously don't carry over. They'll only carry over if, say, you were speaking, you were incorrectly challenged, and continue immediately on. Otherwise, it's too difficult to keep track of who has said what word. Okay? So, So, Dave, I will say you are odds. Corey, you are evens. To decide who goes first. Odds. Dave, you will start us off. Let's find one more character then.
Okay.
And could you be for us? You are Garfield deciding he is fed up with lasagna. You are Garfield deciding he is fed up with lasagna. Corey, you are the only person that can call if there's a mistake. And Dave, here you go.
Oh, John, lasagna's so 80s, 90s. I prefer other Italian foods, such as linguine, fettuccine, spaghetti, bolognese. Other types available. Prefer not frozen from supermarkets.
He said prefer twice. He said I prefer Italian food, and then he said I prefer other types.
Oh, okay. Correct challenge. I will accept that. 28 seconds gone. Corey, here you go.
I'm still Garfield, I assume. No one told me otherwise. Therefore, Catman, me, meow. Foods liked by feline, fettuccine, linguine, Alfredo.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done.
Of my ideas.
So a little bit of redemption for Corey, the Chaos Maker there. So well done. With that, Corey, you win the round for the Werewolves.
Sorry, guys.
But you will be leaving the Werewolves, I should imagine. Unless, I guess, the Geeks go out tomorrow and then you could just jump back on. So anyway, with that, we're going to find out where we can find everyone on social media. Audience, you've been absolutely fantastic with all your suggestions and votes. It will be the Werewolves going through to the next round, and we're going to find out where we can find everyone on social media now, starting with our Exploding Fish. Where can we find you, Brian, currently writing on your forehead?
Oh, damn it, I ran out of room.
Who's bear?
I'm not sure we can. Oh, right, who's there? Yes. Yeah.
You don't appear in reverse to us. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to write it backwards.
So this
Also
is just
Nonsense.
complete nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, great,
Bear has
great.
2 apps. There's
So
2
who's
apps
Bear,
online by Who's Bear.
Okay, so we can find you at Ooze Bear, but anywhere else?
Yeah, Brian K. Scott on YouTube, Brian K. Scott Vivo on Twitter, Brian K. Scott on TikTok.
Yeah, there we go. Where can we find you, Emily?
You can find me on Instagram at Emily Tiana, so it's Tiana, or you can follow me on TikTok at Emily Tiana90.
Okay, fantastic. And where can we find you, Dave?
Well, I'm glad we didn't ask where can we find Chris, because we don't know. But yeah, you can find me, davidanthonygreen.com. You can find me on all the others, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Medium as well, blogging. And also find me at the Laughter Academy. We're doing, in Southend, we are doing some courses again at the moment, and we'll be doing showcases in April. And also be part of the Improvathon, the 24-hour Improvathon in Southend, which is running on the weekend of the 1st and 2nd of April. 24 hours of improvised madness. I'll be part of it in some form or fashion, and it's all for a good cause. So look up the 24-hour Southend Improvathon.
Okay, fantastic. Now, coming over to our winning team today. First of all, since you are a sub, thank you very much for stepping in. Corey, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Good News Comedy, as written here. I am doing a show on this very channel next Friday, the 11th, right, David? Yeah, we've got that. And it's 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. UK time, and that means 11 p.m. Barcelona time. So tune in there. Also, as always, I would like to advocate you buying the book by the one, the only David Postansky, who also hails from my hometown of Dildo. Also, get a shakaroni pizza, and if I may, there's also, because I'm Garfield, this is a local delicatessen here in Toronto. It's called Garfield Eats. It's a Garfield-themed pizza restaurant. It's the worst idea anybody's ever had. They have since gone out of business. Why didn't they do lasagna? Why didn't they do lasagna? Anyways, that's my time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Where can we find you, Tim?
Hi, you can find me at Medium. Timothy Killalay. I cover a lot of different things like emergency preparedness, improvisational creativity as a mental health benefit, and how to also share improv with more than just English-speaking people. Different ways to get that going. So check it out. See what writing you like, and thanks for letting me on here. This is awesome.
Thank you very much for playing. Oliver, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's Oliverius. The first I is not an I, it's a Y. Other than that, just as you imagined, same goes for Twitter. And in person, I perform in English in Barcelona. So surely we're starting a couple of weeks in the Comedy Clubhouse, which is, of course, a comedy clubhouse. But they just do stand-up. I've done a bit of stand-up in English as well there, but it's mostly going to be improv for me. And also in Spanish, if you're there, I'll be performing, for example, in Sunday the 13th, and then every second week in a super jam for charity. We do first half of like a proper improv jam, and then a long form format by selected cast. There's 12 of us, and we sort of rotate every performance. And I'll be there too. And then I have a bilingual group called Better Late Que Nunca, which you might find on Instagram. And that should be about it for the time being.
Okay, thank you very much, Oliver. DB, where can people find you?
Hey, everybody, I am DB Frick. If you Google DB Frick, you will find me, and just about only me. There are no other DB Fricks. I also have this show, Welcome Back to America. You'll find that on Strong Island Television and various other stations, Roku, Amazon Prime. I also have a show on Saturday. I'm doing some stand-up online for Den of Comedy, which you can easily find if you check out my Facebook page. On the 9th, I'm doing a show for David with Welcome Back to America. We're doing a half an hour on David's championship week. You can check out stagebiz.com. I write some reviews there for Broadway shows and such. And, also check out the next season of Aquafina. Nora is from Queens on Comedy Central. You'll see some of my ideas used in storylines and such next season. So I'm looking forward to that. There I go.
Awesome.
Oh, and most importantly, we won.
Okay, fantastic. So, my name is David Pstansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pstansky, spelled Pustansky. As I mentioned earlier, you can get a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which explains how to play all of the games you've seen on today's show, plus so many more. I will encourage you, do check out the website www.xstreamed.tv, and there's podcasts, there's hundreds and hundreds of these virtual shows, lots of recordings of live stage shows, articles about a range of pop culture subjects, and a bunch of other stuff. And do check out the Extreme Improv YouTube channel, whichever platform you're watching on. Give us a like, give us a follow, smash that subscribe. And with that, let's have a very quick look over at the comment section. Audience, I will remind you that we have a guest show later tonight with Buddy McQueen. So that will be on in just a few minutes. But before I just wrap things up here, did Brian use a permanent marker pen? Yes, I think that was established. Yes, says Blondie
No, he didn't. He got it off, though. He got it off. So
that was a layer of skin that came off. He just grew it back.
Epidermis.
Right,
He got
yeah.
the epidermis. Okay.
Well done, Werewolves, says Nora, and Exploding Fish. Join the crying party with the Cuddly Koalas. So, yeah, Cuddly Koalas eliminated yesterday. You're all awesome. This championship totally rocks. Love to you all, or something like that. Love it, says Blondie Einstein. Great show, says Rob. Both teams, but all fear the Mafia. The Mafia team will be playing in a few days' time. Any other? Neither truth nor justice dwell in this Zoom improv stream. I don't know what that's about, from Jimmy Mac. Oh, he says, what? I didn't vote for a tie. I mean, I didn't vote. Jimmy Mac could have settled this. Decided not to. Michael Ellis said, a tie? Jessica says, I can't watch tomorrow, so I would like to vote for Corey in advance, as he demanded. No, sorry. The reason we can't do that is because we give 2 minutes of voting time. We cannot allow it to happen 24 hours earlier. But tell your friends to watch tomorrow and ask them to vote on your behalf. But make sure
David,
they subscribe.
what if I don't have any friends?
I know. With that, from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremes, and ciao for now. Bye, everyone, and boom, we're off the air.
I'm glad I didn't read Christine's comment out. Did you see that?